Welcome back. St. Lucian Cassandra Edward has been crowned the 41st Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen. The pageant took place last month in St. Kitts. Gladly returning home from what she described as a fast-paced weekend, Edward shares her journey to the crown.
19-year-old Cassandra Edwards is the 2019-2020 Caribbean Talented Teen. Edwards was crowned on December 30th, 2019, this being the second crowning moment for the already Queen of Groslay 2019 in a span of 6 months. Contesting against delegates from other islands in the region, she says her mindset throughout the experience was to make the most of her journey, and she thanks the Haynes Smith Pageants Committee for making her time in St. Kitts very welcoming.
It was an experience that I did not think I would have enjoyed so much because, it's a competition. But when you get there, it's like everybody is just so kind and amicable, and then you meet the other delegates and everybody is very friendly, and their personality is really shown through. Everybody, there was no fighting down of one another. We all went out to our various events, our dinners, lunches, and we were able to have conversations, carry it out, learn about each other, and getting to meet the governor, the senator, ministers, the committee franchise holders. It was all an experience that I hold dear to my heart.
Edwards says she aspires to be a present queen during her tenure in both titles, and is excited to use her platform to fuel her passion for volunteer work.
I want to be a present queen. I want to use my platform in the best way possible, and I don't want to be a disappearing queen. I've always wanted to, as I've been volunteering in many groups, I wanted to go out to help out. I called the group Helping Hands, where I would go out to the less fortunate and be a friend to them, and that is what I want to be to the youth.
Edwards says she intends to continue her pageant journey in the future, but is in no rush as she wants to give both her current titles as they are due. She says her community, island, and wider region can look out for great things in 2020. For 7 News, I am Jacques Oding.
Retired American professional basketball player Magic Johnson visited St. Lucia. Johnson posted an image to his Twitter account of himself and his wife seated in a boat with a mega yacht in the background, with the caption, "Cookie and I hanging out in St. Lucia." The visit stood a response from the island's Prime Minister, Alan Shastney, who wrote on his Facebook page, "Welcome to St. Lucia, Magic Johnson. We hope that you enjoy the wonders of our island paradise." Meanwhile, rumors of another celebrity visiting St. Lucia have been circulating. Rumored sightings have placed the highly prolific American actor and film producer Samuel L. Jackson on island. The actor is known for his roles in movies like The Avengers, Pulp Fiction, and Star Wars. The St. Lucia Fire Service over the weekend of Friday the 3rd of January to Monday handled a total of 71 ambulance calls and 3 fire calls. According to the Assistant Divisional Officer of the St. Lucia Fire Service, 27 of those calls were from the south of the island, while 44 were from the north. He gave us a breakdown.
In the south of the island, there were 27 ambulance calls recorded, which included 1 physical assault at Cantonment, 1 motor vehicle accident at Opicon. There were no injuries resulting from that accident, and the persons refused any medical attention. Within the north of the island, we responded to a total of 44 ambulance calls, which included 2 motor vehicle accidents, both resulting in minor injuries. There were 3 fire calls recorded, which included a rubbish fire at Conway, which was extinguished by our officers. That was on the 2nd of January. There was also a report of a structural fire in Badney on the 3rd of January 2020. That occurred at 8:48 in the evening. That fire, however, was confined to a light fixture within a bedroom of the structure. That fire was also extinguished by the residents and neighbors before the arrival of emergency services. The officers attached to the Dennery Fire Station responded to a call of a vehicle fire at Mandalay Dennery. Mitsubishi L200 pickup, on arrival at the scene, was fully engulfed. The officers subsequently extinguished that fire and returned to base.
The fire service cautions members of the public with regards to attempting to extinguish electrical fires.
I would like to just caution residents and persons in general that attempting to extinguish fires, especially fires that may be electrical in nature, that the power supply or power source must be isolated, meaning that the main switch must be turned off before attempting to extinguish any fire.
Failure to turn off the source of power during an electrical fire can increase the spread of flames and places an individual at risk for electrocution. The use of baking soda is also noteworthy in extinguishing small appliance or overloaded cord fires. After ordering the assassination of an international head without giving notice to congressional leaders, President Donald Trump has instructed the Congress to follow him on social media platform Twitter for updates on his acts of war against Iran.
President Trump has been resolute. We will continue to be. We will defend America. The strikes we took over this past week, including killing the terrorist Soleimani, we will continue to take if we need to. If we need to defend American interests, we will do so. What President Trump said last night is consistent with what we have said all along. The Middle East was unstable. We are creating a place and an opportunity for that stability. We've done so by building out coalitions. We've done so working alongside our friends and partners. We've done so by making it very clear to the Islamic Republic of Iran that we weren't going to accept their rogue behavior in the way the previous administration did. We're going to protect and defend the American people. I am convinced, and I think General Milley had it right. He said we would have been culpably negligent had we not taken that stride against terrorist Soleimani.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports and weather are coming up after the break.